Hello world, Lyra, aka Katie here, spreading love and light. I wanted to talk today about basically our energy bodies. It's really interesting to me because it's something that we don't really perceive or that we didn't really grow up learning in school. It's not something that's normal. It's not everyday education or something that we talk about. But some of the greatest minds of our time have come to realize these same things. Albert Einstein, Nicholas Tesla, many more, even current day ones, have all come to find out, these scientists, that we put off a frequency, that we have an energy about us, that we are constantly putting something out into the environment and into the atmosphere. So, back in the day, a lot of people thought that those people were crazy. And now we're coming to realize that they are some of the most accurate people of our time, or of their times and all the times. Actually, a friend lent me this book. It is called Energy Work. It's by Robert Bruce. He's actually also, they have a quote from Eckhart Tolle up here, who's a really big author of mine. I read The Power of Now and A New Earth. He's actually a very good motivational speaker and has a lot of really amazing things to say. But he says, that this book would add depth to your life, and it was kind of going with the path that I was choosing, learning about energy healing and learning about Reiki and stuff like that. And there's one passage in it that I really want to read to you guys, because it was in the introduction, in the first part of it, or in the first chapter, in the first part of it, and it was like mind-blowing to me to read it because it's super relevant to everything. Kind of what I was saying in the other video, that everything sort of connects together. Me and Emily were saying everything connects together. So basically, it says, the importance of the human energy body to health and vitality has been known for thousands of years. Life energy has been given many labels, including chi, prana, huna, odic force, orgone, etc. And it has been utilized by many practices, including Qigong, Tai Chi, yoga, Kung Fu, acupuncture, Reiki, reflexology, pranic healing, quantum touch, and tons of other modalities. Any system that involves subtle energy use or energy manipulation or healing can be enhanced by incorporating the body awareness, the based energy movement principles that are all found in this book and that everybody basically teaches. And I found out, that in our medicine that we use, in our culture, that we actually use these things as a basis. We just call it different vocabulary words, but it's all the same exact thing. So with that, not everybody is willing and ready to hear these things. And so upon learning all these things and raising myself to a different consciousness and a different level of awareness, it kind of put me in a different place with friends and family, like not a bad place, but just different. Like I was just thinking very differently about things and how things worked. And so I realized that with my path that, I grew up in a very spiritual environment. My parents are non-denominational. It's a Christian religion that expresses a lot about spirit, and I always resonated with it. It was always meaningful to me. And then, life. And I, as a teenager and figuring out things for myself and trying to figure out what was real for me and what I believed in. And it's crazy because then I come right back to it with this stuff. It's all relevant. It's all exactly the same. So what I realized though is, in that feeling different, that I'm supposed to bridge, because this isn't about spirituality. It's not about God. It's not about religion. It's about you and just being aware of what's going on with yourself and understanding that when you take time to slow down and, understand that your thoughts are creations of yourself and that they aren't real, that you're actually projecting what your reality is because it's a thought that you've made up, that, you can control your life and that you can make things happen for yourself. So as you start to learn these things, I want to really make a solid point, because like I said, I came to a point where I was feeling on a very different lateral plane with people, that just because you're now ready or not ready and awake doesn't mean that everybody else is. And that's okay, because everybody is in a different place, and we have to respect that because we were in those places before, and there's going to be more people that are in those places. So we have to come at it from an understanding perspective and a compassionate perspective, to where we understand that we've been through these things, so we can be a gentle guidance or just a gentle support system. You don't have to judge, you don't have to give advice, just be there. Be what you would have wanted someone to be when you were going through what you were going through. All those that are awake now, all those that are conscious now, they have all been waiting for you. So why can't we wait for anybody else and other people? That's all I have to say for today. I think that that's a good subject matter to go off of, and I've got more resources that I'll build off of it later and say more things.
Yay, Katie!